Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to Handball Futures Tournament. We are on the beautiful campus of Fountain Valley School here in sunny Colorado Springs, Colorado. And we are at the final day of competition for this tournament. And this first match will be for the bronze medal. The match will be held between the team from the south in green and the team from the north in yellow and blue. The Handball Futures Festival began as a vision of U.S. Olympians and national team members who saw a gap, too few pathways for talented athletes to discover and grow in team handball. They set out to change that, building an event that widens the pool of athletes coming into the sport, gives them real competitive experience, and connects them directly with the players who have represented the U.S. on the world's biggest stages. This festival is that vision in action, a bridge between the next generation of team handball athletes and the Olympic pipeline. Handball Futures, Inc. is a nonprofit founded by U.S. Olympians and national team players, to expand and strengthen America's handball talent pool, especially female athletes ahead of LA 2028 Olympics. In partnership with USA Team Handball, we connect athletes, coaches, and programs nationwide to grow the sport and elevate U.S. competitiveness. That is the foundation of this event. It has been a long time coming, and it does us old-timers a world of good to see it in action. It's wonderful to be back on the court and to see this developmental tournament come to fruition. It takes an awful lot to make this happen. We've had a lot of help, a lot of support, primarily a partnership with USA Team Handball. And a list of sponsors. Let's see, I'm looking for my sponsor list. The sponsor list did not load. Where is it? All right, I will have to get that to you as we progress. The coaches for the North team, Dawn Allinger-Lewis, 1988 Olympian. Her assistant, Lisa Egan, her teammate on the 1988 Olympic team also. Both longtime dedicated athletes and organizers, coaches, trainers, speakers on behalf of USA Team Handball. Representing the South is Wade Sutton. Also several decades of handball experience, coaching, organizing, competing, including coaching the teams that won college national championships 2004, 2009, 2010, 2011, and most recently in 2025. His assistant is Stephanie Moreno. She is an IHF certified coach, that's the International Handball Federation. Coach and former national team athlete with over 2 decades of experience in the sport. As you see, we have a lot of history and experience in the sport of handball, and they all come together to support this event. The roster for the North team: number 14, Katie Timmerman. Number 3, Malia Sato. Number 13, Janelle Williams. Number 4, Callie Kruger. Number 45, Kenna Payne. Number 17, Nayala Pendergrass. Number 7, Sydney Gratz. Number 21, Hannah Faulkner. Number 25, Olivia Beatty. Number 22, Madeline Bjorklund. And in the goal, number 1, Haley Austin. And number 12, Cassie Helt. Representing the South team in green, number 6, Mary Arengo. Number 4, Megan Murray. Number 3, Bridget Torpy. Number 17, Marissa Faulkner. Number 5, Jessica Kuster. Number 21, Amanda Fields. Number 7, Maggie Kowalik. Number 9, Erin Jung. Number 2, Rachel Walsh. Number 13, Casey Swayze. And in the goal for the South, number 12, Sophia Broadhead. And number 1, Rebecca Gonzalez. This should turn out to be a very competitive match. Both teams seem to match up very well. They have the same level of experience, the same balance of experienced players and newbies. And they're both coming along very, very well. Looking forward to this match. We will begin the pregame protocol shortly. The teams will proceed to midcourt. They'll conduct the traditional handshake and exchanging of gifts from each team, generally a lapel pin or some memento representing their teams. And then the referees will conduct the coin toss. All of that following the national anthem. Later this afternoon, the gold medal match will be held at 4 o'clock. And that match will feature teams from the East and the West. A lovely show of sportsmanship between both teams. Wishing each other well, preparing to do battle.
Please rise. Those of you who are able to remove all hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Okay, the excitement builds. The national anthem has been performed. The teams exchange their gifts. The officials conduct the coin toss to determine which team gets the first possession. Coaches will have one final minute to provide instructions, motivate their teams, and we will get underway. Okay, the inaugural Futures Festival, Handball Futures 2026 is almost in the books. We've had 3 days of intense competition. This is the 4th and final day. This first match is the bronze medal match. The winner receives bronze. We have the North in yellow, attacking right to left on your screen. The South in green, defending left and attacking right. And we have the whistle, and we are underway. Each half is 30 minutes. Halftime intermission is 10 minutes, and each team is allowed up to 3 timeouts per match. Katie Timmerman at number 14, playing center back, organizing her team. The Green South started off with a flat 6-0, but they moved to a 5-1 defensive setup. That was just enough to cause some confusion on the part of the North and force a turnover. All right, here we go. South with their first possession. North staying in a flat 6-0 defense. Each defender is staying near the 6-meter line. The South, traditional 3-3 offense, 3 backcourt, 3 on the inside, 2 wingers and 1 circle. We have attack from the wing. That was Megan Murray. That shot was blocked. Rebound picked up by number 7, Maggie Kowerlik, and she puts that one in. Nicely placed shot right off the goalie's right hip. That's a difficult spot for the goalie to get to. It's close to the body, but it means bringing the elbow down or the knee up. South is in that 5-1 harassing defense. Let's see if they can make it work for him this time. So far it has. Nice tie up on the right wing. When the ball's being put in play, each of the offensive players have to be outside of the 9-meter line, represented with the dotted line. So that delay was to allow Janelle Williams to move outside. We have a cut across the middle. Hannah Faulkner, cut straight across the circle, receives a pass, and makes a nice, strong diving shot. Looks like Megan Murray picked up a yellow card on that play. Slightly excessive contact. Contest is tied 1-1. Miscue. Aaron Young, pass to the left back, a little bit wide, not out of bounds. The North comes back on attack. That was a good try. Janelle Williams had a bad pass come to her. I think it hit her knee. She managed to fight for it, get control of it. By the time she turned, she had 2 defenders hanging on her, so the shot wasn't very strong. Contact was made. North retains possession. Little bobble and tie up in the right back. South nearly came up with the steal. North took a second to get themselves organized. Katie makes a move to the left. Lob pass back to Janelle at center back. Janelle grabs it, gets off a shot low. Goalie Sophia Broadhead stopped that, I believe, with the right foot. From the wing, Maggie Kowerlik. Just to the outside of the post, but keeper got her hands on it also. A little game of hot potato. Maggie passes to the wing, to Malia. Costly turnover for the South. Nice regroup and transition back for the North. They break the deadlock and the North leads 2-1 early in the first half. Very nice. Very nice. Aaron Young, spin move, goal on the inside, drew a yellow card on Katie Timmerman. The game is back to 2-2 tie. Katie with the hard fake to the right. Part of the defense on the left. She took advantage of the gap and scored top right corner. North takes the lead, 3-2. Aaron Young at center back, calling the plays. That was a really nice shot. That was Amanda Fields. Wasn't quite sure if she was going right or left, but she jumped to attack, and it was a wonderful shot. Off the high crossbar and out. North on their counter gets called for an offensive foul. South with the ball, controlled possession. Almost. That was Amanda. Nice fake. Strong shot from the right back. She tried to go near post. Not enough room between the keeper's hip and that post. It was bumped out. That would have been the perfect time to go far post with the bounce shot. Hot potato bobble on the right. On the right wing. South comes up with it. And punches it inside. Nice pass on the circle to Jessica Kuster. She showed excellent body control, kept her feet planted, turned, figured out where the goalie was, and made a nice shot. And it's really difficult when you're under duress. Sometimes you just turn and fire, and that's when they pelt the goalie. She took her time, found the gap, and made a wonderful shot. North on attack, game tied at 3 with 23 minutes remaining in the first half. Hannah Faulkner didn't get the cooperation she needed from her teammates and got stopped. And rather than allow the refs to call traveling or a 3-second violation, she just took a low percentage shot to allow her team opportunity to transition back on defense. South on attack. Nice, that was Casey Swayze coming from the left back. She crossed the middle, went up for a nice strong jump shot. It was bumped out by goalie Haley Austin. North on attack. They've gone to a 2-circle setup, 2-4, pass. Oh, that was absolutely magnificent. Magnificent pass to Janelle Williams. She also exhibited perfect body control, caught the ball, planted her feet, and fired a rocket to the goalie's right. That was a beautiful pass. Great control on the catch and a wonderful shot. Timeout on the floor called by the North, I believe. South.
Discover a treasured part of Florida called the Jewel of the Treasure Coast. For good reason. A fusion of coastal old Florida and new adventures, where sunset dining intertwines with vibrant local art scenes, and tea times meet game days for effortless enjoyment. Uncovered treasure in St. Lucie, Florida.
Okay, the intermission is complete. That timeout, that is. The score is 4-3. North leads with 21 minutes remaining in the first half. South on attack. Miss Young makes a dipsy-doodle move to the left. One step extra. Got called for traveling. Her left wing was wide open. Don't know if she could see it from her perspective, but if she could have gotten the ball to the wing, it would have been an uncontested shot. North, back on attack. Lob pass, inside, off target, out of bounds, green. The South gets possession. Hey, tried to run a combination over on the left wing. A little too much contact for him. Messed it up. Ball went out of bounds. South retains control. I'd like to see that play run again, see if they can make that one work for him. Okay. Overload to the left. Brought it back to the right. Amanda got off a strong shot, sailed left of the goalie and out of bounds. South continues with their 5-1 defensive configuration. They've got Jessica Kuster up top, harassing to disrupt. We get a very nice overload to the right wing. Number 3, Malia Sato, takes advantage of the runway to open up for a wing shot. That shot was blocked by Sophia Broadhead. Now we have Katie Timmerman taking the 7-meter throw, and it is good. Goalie's upper right. (5-3) North. Just over 19 minutes remaining in the first half. The North continuing to play a flat 6-0. Little extra contact. That was Amanda trying to fight free. Drew a yellow card. 9-meter throw in. Amanda takes a jump shot and it gets two-handed by the keeper on transition. That was perfect. Hold up the ball, get reset. One person can outrun a whole team of defenders very rarely. That was nice. South maintains possession and gets to set up and run their offense. That was nice. Excuse me. Very nice. Jessica Kuster gets control of the bounce pass to the circle. She turns, fires a bounce shot. Couple ill-advised passes on the inside. South team seemed to be rushing unnecessarily. Ball got tied up, so it gives them a chance to get reset. South is down a man. Okay, they're back full. Down a player, shall I say. Inbounds pass to Jessica. She couldn't get her hands on that one. Outlet pass, and no. Yeah, that full in pass from the keeper is a risky pass and does not always connect. You're usually better off throwing it to a short receiver and then relaying the ball down the field. That was a risky bounce pass to the circle, and they got stolen, knocked away. The tie-up at midcourt prevented the North from having a fast break, but they retained possession. And now the North has gone to a two-circle runner configuration. Olivia Beatty, her jump shot was caught two-handed. Quick turnover, North back on attack. Another unlikely pass attempt to circle, but that caused a tie-up, and North gets the ball back. North on attack. Katie to Sydney, bounce pass, inside to Katie, knocked away, 9-meter throw. Standing set shot by Nayala Pendergrass. Didn't have much momentum. Translated into a shot that was not as strong as it could have been. South on attack. Bounce pass inside. Bounce pass inside. Very nice to Jessica Kuster. She was hit while inside the circle. That leads to an automatic 7-meter penalty throw. 7-meter specialist for the South is Erin Young. And she gets stuffed. That's Haley Austin. Took it away. Nice attack, nice attack. That was Malia Sato on the right wing. Took advantage of the slow transition by the defense. But Sophia Broadhead shut her down on the wing. All right, North leads 5-4. 14 minutes remaining in the half. Perfect, perfect. I think the South has found their combination. Another bounce pass inside to Jessica Kuster. She has developed excellent control and good patience in picking her shooting spots. Katie Timmerman fires a rocket from 9 meters. Ricochets off the crossbar. North team retains possession. Bridget Torpio on the steal and dribble. Wise decision to pull up short and make a pass instead of trying to outrun defenders who are allowed to grab and hold to some degree. Erin Young, set shot from 10 meters. All right, Miss Williams, a couple too many steps putting that ball back in play. The referee calls a turnover for traveling. Bounce pass to the wing. That's winger Rachel Walsh. winger Rachel Walsh from the left wing. Excellent attack and shot. That was impressive. She didn't just jump and fling the thing. She looked at where the goalie was and put it in the far corner. Excellent shot. Timeout called by the North.
When you're close, you can feel it. You try harder. And you don't give up. Because when you're close, you do more. For the people that matter to you. And for the future, which is just around the corner. Being close is the best place to be. And in Singapore, we are close.
All right, timeout over. We are back at it with the North in possession. Too many steps. Looks like Malia over there. Too many steps, turnover. All right, that was a good combination. Nice triangle play. Passing between three players. Freed up Rachel on the wing. She got off a strong shot, but her toes were over the line. Line violation, turnover. South has gone to a 5-1 marking defense, which is difficult. And they just about paid the price for it. Pass to the open person on the wing. That was Sydney. Potato was a little too high for her to handle. She bobbled it and ended up kicking it. Ball back to the South. Aaron Young makes a nice fake. Attacks to her left, gets off a strong shot, and gets kicked out. Gets booted out by Haley Austin in goal. This shot also. Little tussle for it inside this 6-meter arc. Yellow gets the ball back. Yellow being the North, attacking right to left. Olivia Beatty. All right, Olivia Miss Pendergrass getting organized in the backcourt. 9-meter throw in. That was an impressive rapid-fire possession. The North ended up with 3 people in on the circle. Miss Beatty got control of it. Somehow Malia snagged that ball, forced a 7-meter throw. Katie Timmerman up to take the 7. The attempt is good. Wide to the goalie's right. All right, all your players have to be on the half-court line before you throw it in. Game tied at 6-6 with just over 9 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the half. Maggie Kowerlik making a move, attack left, fake back to her right, got tied up a little bit. South retains possession. Bounce pass to the wing. Skip pass from right back to left back. Ball tipped to Katie on the fast break. Nice control on the fast break. It was 3 quick passes. Ball ended up with Jessica. She had 2 defenders hanging on her, but she got off a shot. Goalie blocked it. She retains possession. Team's doing a better job of keeping control of the ball. I'm seeing fewer turnovers today. It's still a bit of an issue. That was Maggie's jump shot from the 9-meter line. It went a little high, but the keeper was able to kick it out of there. Look at that. Look at that. Nice attack by Sydney Gratz. Sophia Broadhead was having none of it. Shut it down. And she did it again just now. Olivia Beatty's shot. Miss Broadhead in the goal is having a career day. Game is still tied 6-6 with just under 8 minutes to play in the first half. That was pretty nice. I don't know if you got to see that. Jessica Coos just set a beautiful pick. And we're not able to take care of it. They missed it coming back the other way. That was Sydney Gratz scoring. South back on attack, down 1, 7-6. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Maggie Karolick attacks from the right back. Fires a perfectly placed shot. Far post, just off the keeper's shin. Tough spot for a goalie to get to. Ball is bobbled, picked up. Bobbled twice, picked up, but Sydney Gratz gets control of it. Gets off a shot. Wide left off the post. South on attack. Score tied, 7-7. Bounce pass inside. Tipped away. South gets control. Sorry, the North gets control. Tip pass, attempt to the circle, bobbled. Rachel Walsh comes up with it, dribbles to slow everything down, let her team get situated. Lob pass attempt to the circle. Not a great decision. And there she goes again. Number 7, Sydney Gratz on the fast break. North takes a 2-goal lead. Oh, nope, 1-goal lead on the scoreboard, 8-7. A little contact on the right wing over there. South retains possession. I'll tell you, the North team has this speed transition down. Every time they get possession of it, there is a strong attack down the left side of the goal. South's going to have to figure out how to counter that. Nice save on that last attempt. North is still at a 6-0 defense, but it's more open. They're challenging passes right around the 9-meter line. Awesome, awesome. There we go. Excellent job moving the ball around, looking for an opportunity, and they found it. Dumped it inside to Jessica. Jessica on the point, 5-1 defense. Nope, they drop back to 6-0. Pass attempt inside to the circle, tipped away. South on the counterattack. North playing a 5-1 with Katie on the point, harassing the passes. Ill-advised lob pass to circle. And once again, the North comes back with a speed transition. That was excellent. Good control on that outlet pass. I think that was Miss Malia over there. Managed to pick that ball up and shoot a lob shot before she tumbled. Scored 9-8, South on attack. Bridget Torpy on the right wing makes a move, shoots over her defender. Haley Austin in goal got control of it. All right, Olivia Beatty makes a move, gets taken down. Pretty much grabbed from behind. That could have been a yellow card. Defender released her pretty quickly, so I think the refs held off on making that call. But anytime you end up behind the person you're defending, reaching, grabbing, holding, you risk a yellow card or a 2-minute suspension. The North back into the 5-1 defense with Katie Timmerman up top. They move Casey Swayze to circle. Somewhat broken play. Broken play on the right wing over there. Shooter call for a line violation. Once again, the North speed transition, full court pass. Sydney Gratz, my goodness, she is just releasing as soon as the shot is taken, and she is beating everyone down court. Nice pass inside to Casey. Beautiful. Nice shot on the 6-meter perimeter. Outlet. Nice, very nice. That's Bridget Torpy took advantage of the fast break, cut across the middle, and got off a nice strong shot to the goalie's bottom right. Score tied, 10-10, under 1 minute to play. Approaching 50 seconds. Pass to the wing. Sydney Gratz makes a nice attack from the wing, takes advantage of open real estate, and she just gets clobbered by Bridget Torpy on defense. Contact wasn't as strong as it may have been, but it did knock her off balance, and she landed roughly. 7-meter penalty throw is the appropriate call for that foul. Katie Timmerman lining up to take the 7. I was just going to point out, if the ball is blocked, the rebound is live. It's a live ball when it comes back out. In this case, Katie moved her plant foot. She moved her plant foot forward, and that was a violation, so the shot was nullified. Pass to Miss Young on the wing. She attacks, steps on the line. North coming back. And Sydney's free on the wing. Picks up a bobble pass and sneaks it in with 10 seconds to play to take the lead for the North. 11-10. Approximately 4 seconds on the clock. Last second shot attempt blocked. We are at the half with the score, 11-10, North leading. Tight match, evenly fought. Both teams are playing well. The North figured out that fast break. Let's see if the South can counter and figure out how to stop it in the second half. 10-minute intermission.
USA Team Handball presents. What is handball? Handball is the best sport you probably didn't know existed. It's fast-paced, high-scoring. It's a very physical, full-contact sport. It has little to no breaks. It's non-stop action. It requires excellent athleticism, hand-eye coordination, and ball skills. Handball is the sport Americans have been training for their whole lives without even knowing it. It's been an Olympic sport since 1972. Let's get into a quick breakdown of handball. There's 7 players on the court at a time per team. That's 6 field players and 1 goalie. It's played in 2 30-minute halves. The team with the most goals after the second half wins. Games are high scoring. There's approximately 50+ goals scored each match. A handball is a few inches smaller than a volleyball, but built like a soccer ball. This ball can be thrown over 80 miles per hour, almost as fast as a major league fastball. You can take up to 3 steps before needing to dribble, pass, or shoot. The semicircle surrounding the goal is the goalie area or 6-meter line. That's approximately 20 feet, and only the goalie is allowed in this area. Goals are scored by throwing the ball into the goal from outside of the 6-meter line, or diving into it and throwing before you hit the ground. Handball is a very popular sport around the world. There are 11 million teams, 31 million players, and 167 different countries playing handball. The most recent handball championships welcomed over 900,000 spectators and over 1.6 billion TV views. Handball isn't just an amateur sport. There are professional handball players based in European leagues that compete in the Champions League, just like soccer. Examples of world-class handball clubs that compete in the Champions League include the likes of FC Barcelona and PSG. Here are some headlines regarding handball's presence in America. We don't seem to be the only ones who think the US should be playing handball. Take a look at some of these tweets. Do you think you have what it takes to be an Olympic handball player for the US? Your athletic career doesn't have to be over after high school or college sports. You can still compete at an international and Olympic level. Imagine being awarded a gold medal in the Olympics representing the United States. So we ask you this, why aren't you playing handball? This is America's next great sport. This is handball.
Discover a treasured part of Florida called the Jewel of the Treasure Coast. For good reason. A fusion of coastal old Florida and new adventures, where sunset dining intertwines with vibrant local art scenes, and tea times meet game days for effortless enjoyment. Uncovered treasure in St. Lucie, Florida.
When you're close, you can feel it. You try harder. And you don't give up. Because when you're close, you do more. For the people that matter to you. and for the future, which is just around the corner. Being close is the best place to be. And in Sunnerball, we are close.
Yeah, for me, it's already been over a 20-year show. And over those 20 years, it's been constant growth and learning through every situation, whether I was coaching a club in Europe or coaching a club in the United States or playing in the United States or playing in Europe. All of those things had a major impact on what the plan is and what, supports the dream. And that plan is now worldwide, and it's going through Denmark. For me, that plan starts with, taking care of the athletes that we currently had because they've just accomplished a lot. And how do we take care of those athletes? And then how do we take care of our staff? And then financially, how do we support ourselves? So those 3 points. And then comes the fact of, well, how do you build more Americans in the United States playing handball? And that's one of the greatest challenges we've ever had. And, there's been highs and lows for that. And we are looking for a more consistent method for that. And that's what's going on right now. Well, for a lot of Americans, that dream is to be in the Olympics. And that's a huge dream. And a lot of it is more reality now because LA is in less than 2.5 years. So now, as that reality and people are facing it every day that goes by, people are realizing they're closer to their dream, and more players want to be involved. And I want to do everything that everything that those players want to accomplish. I want to help them, and there's more than 14 players that want to be in the Olympics. There's a lot more. And going through that and supporting each one of those players is part of the dream I have as well, supporting and then seeing them succeed in that dream. Well, representing the United States is something. It's like representing, if you're from Denmark, it's like when you represent Denmark and you get to put on the colors, you feel, hey, I don't want to lose this, and I want to represent correctly. And I want myself, my staff, and all our players to represent the United States and feel that pride as we, chase not only just this Olympics, but chase the next Olympics after that and the World Championships. And it's going to require a lot of sacrifice from a lot of different people, myself, and a lot of players. Well, the great thing about, being in Denmark and, seeing all the different clubs and the players and the youth and, male and female players, and it's that you can really focus in one area and focus on one thing and, focus on handball, where for me, that's kind of like where Florida will be. Right now I'm recruiting athletes from all over, but as I get associated into Florida, where I am in the Treasure Coast, is, to focus on that area and now really incorporate some handball structure in that area. Now it takes time, and we have a facility, and that's what I will encourage. And I'm encouraging, any club in the United States, whether it's, Cal Heat or New York or LA or Chicago or all the clubs, Ohio State, these college clubs, North Carolina, they all have an infrastructure and they're building within their area, So that's kind of, if you can support those clubs and support, the area and let them work, that's going to be a huge step for handball. For me, the answer is pretty easy. Focus on where you are in the United States and do what you can in there and just do your one job well. And when you do that one job, everything sort of, the dominoes start taking effect because people want to be a part of successful things.
All right, the halftime intermission is officially over. The teams are hydrated. They have been properly counseled by their coaches. And they are ready to roll. Wade Sutton with the South, Don Allen Lewis with the North. Starting the second half, the North leads by 1, 11-10. The South will have to serve the rest of their 2-minute suspension that was given just before the half ended, so they will play 5-on-6 for a while. We are in play. So far, it appears that the North is going to play flat 6-0, pinching the wings a little bit. A little bit of a bobble. Yep, she got caught. She got caught. That was Amanda Fields, uncertain about what to do with the ball, and bobbled it. Ref calls a turnover. All right, North resets. Katie Timmerman with the ball at center back. Janelle Williams doing battle at circle. Katie makes a move, beats her defender. It appeared the defender had a bit of her arm, which would have been a 7-meter penalty throw. The ref didn't see it that way. To the wing, to Sydney. Overhead pass to Sydney. She attacks from that left wing location. Puts it in over top of the goalie, Sophia Broadhead. She was powerless on that one. That shot was too well placed. South back to full strength. That was Maggie Karolick attacking on the wing. Line violation, toes on the line. Long pass to Sydney on the corner. She was off target with that shot. North gets possession. North seems to be focusing on Jessica, not letting her get any inside passes. Let's see if that's the strategy going forward. Erin Young, quick shot from the right back. Bounce shot, caught the goalie unawares. Hannah Faulkner, slow speed attack from the left back. Hit while shooting. North retains possession, 9-meter throw in. Katie bobble. All right, a little bit of confusion with the North offense. When in doubt, give it to Katie Timmerman. She makes a quick swim move to her left and fires, putting the North up by 2, 11-13, with 26 minutes remaining in the half in the contest. Erin Young calling the plays. Erin splits the difference between two defenders. Fires a nice bounce shot to goalie's bottom left corner. That was Nayala Pendergrass, made a move in the center. Got off a decent shot. Transition the other way. Ended up with Miss Jessica Kuster. Getting knocked backwards while she had a shot. She managed to control the ball, which was impressive to see. South back on attack. Both teams playing at full strength. Casey. Good try there, Miss Swayze. Cuts across the middle. Does a dipsy doodle turn and gets rid of the ball. Katie Timmerman coming the other way. Fouled on her crash through the 6. Her shot went off the crossbar. 9-meter throw in. Callie Kruger was in a center back, took that shot from center position. Inside pass. Inside pass to Jessica Kruger. Kuster, I am sorry. Jessica Kuster. She does a great job of getting set, reaching up, finding the open spot. Harassing defense by the South. Force the turnover. The contest is tied 13-13, 24 minutes remaining in the game. South in possession. North playing a 6-0 defense. They seem to be focusing on the center circle runner. We'll see if they make that a face-to-face defender or if it's just position. A little extra contact on the left wing. 9-meter throw in. Miss Young makes a strong move to her right. Fires in a really nice bounce shot. Keeper Haley Austin almost had that, went off her foot. Bounced in behind her. Callie Kruger, attack from the left back. Shoots to the goalie's bottom left corner. Got kicked out. Sophia Broadhead had that in her sights. Casey Swayze. Somewhat of an uncoordinated attack. When in doubt, she decided to attack, got off a nice shot. Contact with the goalie, but it squeaked through. She got an easy or a lucky goal, let's put it that way. South leading by 2, 15-13. Little confusion. North has an unforced error. Turnover. South in possession, coming back on attack. There we go. That's a good way to fight it. Maggie Karalik, number 7, takes a wing shot. It gets rejected. She gets her own rebound. Jukes the defender. Fires a strong shot for the score. Callie Kruger takes a jump shot from 9 from the left back. Rejected by Amanda Fields. Malia Sato at right back. North resetting, need to regain their composure. Bounce pass inside to Katie. Knocked away, foul call, 9-meter throw in. Both teams full strength, South leading 16-13. Well, she's got a strong arm. My goodness. That's Nayila Pendergrass. Strong set shot from 9 meters, top of the key. Score 16-14, South leading. North, 5-1 defense. Amanda Field makes a strong move to the right, back to her right. Shoots a strong 8-meter shot, far post. South in control, 17-14, just under 20 minutes remaining. Lob pass inside to the circle runner. It flew wide. Turnover, South in possession. Bounce pass inside to Jessica, unable to get control of it. 9-meter throw in for the South. That was Maggie Cowlick on the wing shot, previous play. Ms. Timmerman called for traveling. South back in possession with a 3-goal lead, 17-14. Erin Young attacks between the first and second defenders. Fires a bounce shot between the keeper and the near post. Nice pass inside to Janelle Williams. She jumped to receive it and came down on the line. Line violation, turnover. That was a good play. The attack from the center back drew the defender, opened up the passing lane. Bounce pass to Casey Swayze. Not a good shot. North gets control, outlet pass. Trying to get that fast break going again. That pass was to Malia Sato. She wasn't able to bring it in. South on attack. They now have 2 circle runners. They're playing left and right back in the backcourt with 2 people on the circle. Oh my goodness. Nice try, Jessica, nice try. Nice shot, Miss Williams, Janelle Williams. Goalie bottom right, she got a hand on it, knocked it away. In the goal right now is Rebecca Gonzalez. South on attack. Both teams at full strength. Marissa Faulkner up top at center back. Open it up, come to your left, come to your left. There you go. Bounce pass to the wing. Miss Torpy was ready to wind up on that one, but there was a foul on the play. There we go. When in doubt, get it to Jessica Kuster. There was very little continuity in that offense. The 2 backcourt players weren't quite sure how to approach. Ms. Kuster maintained her position and a passing lane opened up. She grabbed it, turned, settled both feet, found the goalie, which is important, and shot away from her. When you're under duress, it's difficult to do. Sometimes you just turn and throw because you're worried about getting hit, you're worried about losing the ball, you're worried about putting your toes on the line, and the last thing you think about is placing the ball away from the goalie. To be able to do all those things together is difficult and very impressive. And Miss Kuster is coming a long way. She has excellent control on the line when the ball comes her way. Timeout on the court. South leading 19-14, 16:06 remaining. Timeout over. North possession. South leads 19-14 with just over 16 minutes remaining. North opens with an open 5-1 defense. Now they drop back to a flat 6-0. Pass to the wing. Number 3, Malia Sato. She finds a way from that wing, puts it over the goalie's head. That's a difficult shot. She's a right-handed shooter, shooting across her body. That was well done. Nice pass to the wing. That was a nice combination. Defender went for it. Rebounds live. Nice hustle over there. That was a nice hustle by Bridget Torpy to keep the ball in play. Shot was a little fast for that possession. I would like to have seen that get set up, passed around the horn, at least let everyone touch it, get resettled. North on attack. Bobble in the middle. Olivia Beatty doing battle with the trees in the middle. And she comes back with an amazing jump shot at 9 meters. My goodness, was that a nice shot. Over 2 defenders. Defeat the goalie, bottom right. Outlet pass, the North. Somehow they've developed that incredible transition. Original pass didn't work, shot was off target. Rebound was picked up, and they were able to put that back in, tighten the game up at 19-17. Offensive foul. Number 13, that was Casey Swayze. Just as she made that pass, she collided with the defender and was called for an offensive foul. Bounce pass to the circle, tipped away. And she returns the favor. My goodness. Number 3, Malia Sato steals that pass, steals the pass, and scores. Great turn for the North. That brings them to within 1 with a score of 19-18. South leading. A little bit sloppy play there. Teams are starting to get excited. Sometimes it works, as it has for the North with the long passes, and sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't, you have to sort of arrest your momentum and stop it. Next time you get your hands on it, you walk it down, give everyone a chance to compose themselves. Otherwise, one error leads to another error and another. And before you know it, you've made 3 or 4 quick errors and dropped 3 or 4 goals. With 13 minutes, 26 seconds remaining, let's see which team does a better job of composing themselves, controlling each possession and minimizing turnovers. All right, timeout winding down. The clock signals they're ready. South possession. Ball in play. Both teams are at full strength. The North comes out marking. Wide open defense. 3 defenders up top harassing. Referee calls a travel charge on that one. Travel violation. Nice pass combination. Shot from the left back by number 4, Callie Kruger. That shot went directly to the keeper. She was able to knock it away, but there was a contact on the play. So North retains possession. Number 17, Nayala Pendergrass, attacks from the right back, cuts across the center, and makes a virtually uncontested shot from the 6-meter line. Bridget Torpy from the wing. Shot rejected by keeper Haley Austin. North on attack. The game tied at 9. South is playing a 5-1. It collapsed. Excellent lob pass. Excellent pass inside to number 13, Janelle Williams. She scooped that thing up and fired it. That shot was unstoppable. North takes a 1-goal lead. South is having trouble get organized. None of the players seem to be looking to shoot. Miss Young grabbed the ball and attacked. I think that was able to reset the clock in the referees' minds. Long pass to the wing to Bridget. Jessica Kuster ended up in a tussle on the floor, slow to get up, but she does a great job getting that pass, positioning herself for a shot. It was blocked. Bridget Torpy got the rebound, but a foul was called. North possession. North leads by 1. 10 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the game. South comes out on a 5-1 marking defense. Looks like they're going to mark Katie. That was nice. That was nice. Nayala Pendergrass to Janelle Williams. She snagged that thing out of the air and put it in. North is now pressing. Open defense. Erin Young with the ball up top. Nice pass to the wing. Bridget Torpy. Bridget, very nice. Very nice. That's exactly what they needed. They got the ball to the wing. The wing was wide open. She took advantage of it. That was good concentration. The last couple shots from that position were blocked. Offensive foul on Nayala Pendergrass. She attacked strong, but ran right into her defenders. North is pressing. They're playing an open 3-3. 3 defenders out, 3 on the line. Jessica Kuster looking for an outlet. She looked left, she looked right. No one's available. So she looked at the goal and headed right for it. Nice attack. Very nice shot. It's impressive how she singles out where the keeper is and puts the ball where it needs to be. Nice ball movement. Open pass to the winger. Number 7, Sydney Gratz over there on the wing. She didn't look too sure of herself, didn't shoot a strong shot, and it went right to the goalie's gut. She two-handed that thing. Erin Young trying to make a move in the middle. Gets tied up, but gets fouled. 9-meter throw in for the South. Bobble for the ball. The referee calls goal ball. Must have gone out of bounds on the South. North on attack. The score is tied at 21. Good ball movement, a little bit of a bobble. Referees are indicating passive play. Sydney comes from the wing. A little bit of contact, loses the ball, no whistle. It looked like she was taken down, but the refs determined that was incidental contact. All right, Erin in the middle, off to the right back. Manderfield makes a move, gets fouled. 9-meter throw in for the South. Erin Young making a move, crossing the center. Fouled. South retains possession. Casey Swayze loses it. It gets stolen. It gets stolen, my goodness. That is awesome. Nyala Pendergrass steals that ball, heads down court, makes a really nice pass to Katie Timmerman. She gets off a strong shot, and it gets canceled. It gets canceled by Casey Holtz, number 12 in the goal. Nope, wrong one. Sophia Broadhead in the goal. Erin Young makes an attack between two defenders. Makes a nice shot, goalie bottom left. North on attack, standard 6-0 defense, 3-3 offense. The North goes into their backcourt rotation. Katie Timmerman attacks from the right, shoots a perimeter shot without crashing through the 6-meter line. It gets knocked down and controlled. That is Sophia Broadhead in the goal. South on attack. Nice try. Nice try, Manderfield. She makes a move, but does not take a dribble. She needed at least one dribble in that move. North got a break on that deal. They got a break. They threw a full-length pass, and it would have been a turnover, but the refs determined that it was too soon. They hadn't initiated play yet. North is trying to find their composure. Katie makes a move. Gets taken down at the 7. 9-meter throw in for the North. South. 6-0 defense. Katie. Not Katie, Erin. Erin Young on defense. Collides with number 17, Nyala Pendergrass, and Looks like she got the worst of it. She probably had the wind knocked out of her. She's up and moving under her own power. All right, there's discussion now on whether she has to go out or not. She didn't request assistance. The referees indicated assistance was needed. And because of that, she needs to sub out for, I believe it's 3 possessions. South, narrow lead, 22-21, 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the half. The referees are still getting coordinated on those calls. Players take advantage of the opportunity to wipe up sweat off of the floor where that collision took place. Janelle Williams putting the ball in play. South down, 1 goal, just over 4 minutes to play. Pass to the wing. Strong pass to the wing. Malia Sato makes a move, but gets called for additional steps. Timeout on the court. South.
When you're close, you can feel it. You try harder. And you don't give up. Because when you're close, you do more. For the people that matter to you. And for the future, which is just around the corner. Being close is the best place to be. And in Sunnaball, we are close.
Complete. Players are back on the court waiting for the officials' indication that we are underway, and there it is. South in possession and a 1-goal lead, 22-21, 3 minutes, 45 seconds remaining. I like that. Nice attack. Nice attack, Miss Swayze. She seemed to have been bottled up before that and was hesitant to shoot. That was not a great shot, but it was a nice attack, and I think that may uncork her energy and allow her to start attacking again. Green, north, south, back in possession of the ball. Wing open. Oh, look to your left. Your left winger's wide open. Bad pass to the right wing from Megan Murray. Too hot to handle. Turnover, down 1. North on the attack. Offensive foul. Hannah Faulkner. Looks like she was trying to draw a foul, and she did, except it was on her. It was charging. Open offense. There we go. Full speed attack. That's what you need to see. Nice job, Casey Swayze. Open defense. That's how you beat the open defense. By running around your defender and attacking. Nice goal defend there. Sophia Broadhead tipped that ball out, went out the side. So the North retains possession. Katie, wing pass. Katie DeHanna, pass a little too hot. A little bit behind her too. She wasn't able to handle it. South on attack. Score 23-21. Minute 40 remaining. South controlled possession. Malia Sato tied her up. Tied up Amanda. Probably felt good to do that, but that was the last thing she needed to do. The South really wanted that. Stoppage gives them an opportunity to reset. Just over a minute remaining. Hot potato, almost a turnover. The keeper came out to save that possession. All right, refs have indicated passive play. We need an attack or it's going to be a turnover. And there it is. There's a turnover for passive play. North on attack. Katie Timmerman with the ball. Nice, easy controlled pass to Malia Sato in the right wing. Beautiful pass. She made a nice shot. A lot of contact, a lot of turnovers. My goodness, it goes back and forth. South gave the ball back, almost costing the game. The North returned the favor, threw a bad pass. North is killing time with 1 minute. Oh, there we go, with less than 10 seconds to go. Boy, a hot potato. That was a game of keep away towards the end there. Both teams gave unnecessary opportunities to the opponent. That game could have been tied and either team could have won. The South holds on to win 23-22 over the North and secures the bronze medal for this Futures tournament. Well played game, very physical, very active. A lot more fast breaks than I anticipated. Good control. Excellent game, ladies. Congratulations to the South for winning the bronze medal.
Hey everybody, this concludes our broadcast of the Handball Futures 2026 bronze match between North versus South. Congratulations to the girls from South for the win there. We are going to go ahead, close out this stream, and at 3:45 Mountain Time, that's 5:45 Eastern Time, we're going to go ahead and launch the gold medal match stream, which will also include any post-match medal ceremonies. This has been a broadcast brought to you by Front Range Team Handball Association in conjunction with USA Team Handball. We would once again like to thank all of our sponsors as well as Fountain Valley Schools for having us on out here. We will go ahead and close that out. Thank you for watching.